Welcome members, it's your Director of Golf Matt Johnson here on the 15th green with Golf Course Superintendent Wade Peckham. Just want to go over a few things that you've noticed on the golf course, and then Wade's going to also detail a plan we have for the greens going forward. You'll notice a slight disruption next week with some green work, so I'll let him go over that in a second. First off, we're on the 15th green. Most of you know that we have resodded it, and I'm just going to ask Wade here, why did we resod it? And what did we resod it with, and what can the members expect for play and when to play it?
Okay, so we all know it was a 50-50, half annual bluegrass / POA up front, and the creeping bentgrass on the back. And then the plugs were getting moved back and forth as we changed holes. So I've said this to a few members. Professionally, it was embarrassing, but I don't think it putted correctly either. And the bentgrass wasn't the type of bentgrass that we were using, wasn't doing well in the back left corner and the exit point where most of the traffic comes off. So our nursery was ready. It's a different bentgrass. It has a lighter color. It will match our greens in the future better because we have that bentgrass POA mix. So we made the decision. I wanted to do this a few years ago, but we finally pulled the trigger. We shaped the middle a little better so the water will flow off. It doesn't look like it, but we shot it. And hopefully the water will move off to the right of that green over where everyone walks off in heavy rain and in the spring. We sodded it. It went really well. We used thick slab. It was hard work. The seams are filling in really nice. We threw a lot of sand on it by hand. We'll do another one. We've already rolled it with our greens irons. The Salsco, the orange machines you see rolling around. It took it really well. Long story short, we're hoping to open May 31, and I believe that's a Tuesday. So it's looking good right now.
Sounds good. And then once you open up this green, it probably won't roll quite like the others. So what can the members expect for this to, how long does it take typically for a sodded green to kind of mix in with the rest of the
okay, well, I'm gonna, if you remember when we did number 18, I'm gonna take it slow. I'm not gonna promise, quick green speeds right away, but if the weather is on our side and I feel that it can handle a height change down, getting closer to our green speed, and rolling helps, I would guess maybe a month and a half before we're close to our green speeds. And that's not best case scenario, that's taking it cautiously, and we'll take it from there. But we'll update you, and you'll know that it's starting to speed up. You'll be able to figure it out. But like I said, we'll be careful because this is a long term, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this green play because it's looking great right now.
Well, the rest of the golf course looks great as well, as it came through the spring quite well, the winter as well, even though it was a funky winter, but looks great out here. We just verticut the fairways yesterday, and they look like they're awake and starting to pop now. Can you explain to me, next Wednesday, we have closed down the tee at the start of the day just to help with some scheduling, as you've scheduled somebody to come in here, a company to come in here and do a hydroject treatment on the greens. And
sort of.
So can you explain to me what that is and how it's going to affect play that day and what it does for the long-term benefit of the greens?
Okay, so you all should know by now that we have, by this time, usually we would have done a large solid tine aeration with a lot of sand on them right before we open or just after we open. This year I decided to do something, it's called Dryject. Look it up, DRY-JECT. You can find it on the internet and look at the process. So it's an aeration that goes deeper than we can go. So we're about like that. We're gonna go like this. And also as this high pressure water goes in, it creates kind of a, instead of one column straight down, it's kind of a fracture. So you'll have an oblong hole instead of a perfectly round hole, but it creates kind of a, like that underground. That's exaggerated. So it's kind of like that. So I won't get too technical, but it creates more of sand down there, or injects more sand. So this machine will go over our greens. We'll have 3 machines, so we're working on 3 greens at a time. It'll take about 45 minutes to an hour for each green. You'll see us pouring sand into a container on top, and that injects the sand in. There's far less sand left on top. So what happens is that once we're done, I let it dry for a little bit. We just had somebody hit onto the green here. Bad shot. Anyway, and we'll drag it, roll it, and put it back in play. And all the other clubs, a lot of clubs have done it. I finally decided to try it. Hopefully it'll help with drainage underneath and health of the turf. I know it will. But it's going to be a cleaner surface, and the holes, I've been told by the clubs around here, heal quicker. So that's what I'm looking forward to. We'll see how it works. If I like it, we'll keep doing it year to year. If not, we'll go back to our previous plan.
Sounds good. So yeah, the tee will be closed at first thing in the morning just for a couple hours, and then you might run into the crew throughout the day potentially, and we'll just ask you to skip that hole at that time if you do. But it should be pretty low impact on golfers on Wednesday morning. Wade and I will do this on a monthly basis just to go over the conditions on the course and any questions that I find the members are asking and I don't know the answer to. So thanks for your time today, Wade. You have anything else to add?
No. Let's enjoy the summer. It's already too short. It was a terrible April, and I hope it warms up soon.
Let's go Oilers. Take care.
Pour it on.